Alright, Bahamas. Oh, there we go. I wish they had a mod for the caravan for like some cargo. You know what I mean? Like to like move and replace some cargo. I'm not sure. You might have it with the steam gauges, but I'm gonna fly G1000s because I want to. Alright. Hello, my name is Captain Geo, and today we're gonna be doing something a little bit unconventional. And we are flying. Oops. We are flying from Opaloka, Miami Executive, to Nassau. We're gonna do flights in some Bahamas, and for those who are unfamiliar, in order to enter the Bahamas, you must enter through a port of entry, which Nassau is going to be our port of entry, and from there we can continue on to the other islands. There's some cool airports like Androstown International. Yeah, my goal is just kind of just do some sightseeing, do some touch and goes on all the airports we see. So let's go ahead and do it. So we're going to start off here with Opaloka. We're going to start briefing up our weather and stuff as we get into the airplane. But for now, let's do a quick walk around and get going. I could do a whole scenario of having to transport relief supplies and stuff, but that's too much for right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at our aircraft. That's for the external power. I don't know this aircraft very well just yet, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Cargo doors look closed. I'll check the leading edge of the wing here. Is that the static port up there? Very much could be. Looks like it. Static port looks clear. Pitot tube looks good. Landing lights look good. And come over here. Everything looks good up here. Tires look good. And I'm not going to go too in depth with the walk around. We're just going to take a quick look. And everything looks all intact and secured and no damages. And everything looks excellent. We'll simulate as if we checked the oil and the fuel quality. So let's go ahead and climb into the flight deck. And we'll discuss kind of our flight plan. So let's take a look at what the weather is doing here in Opaloka. Right now, MEDAR is reading wind 070 at 15, 10 statute miles, view clouds 3,300, temperature is 28, altimeter 29er, 9er 7. So winds are coming out from the east. So possibly we could do a runway 9 left departure. Might be the best to do for that situation here. 14 knot headwind component, 6 knot crosswind, and it's towards the eastbound, so it actually works out perfectly. With that being said, let's go ahead and do the Husel 3 departure, CAMX transition. The only reason why I'm doing this is just because, one, we don't have an ATC online, but there is a lot of traffic out there, as Miami International is just to the south, and Fort Lauderdale is not too far away either. So it's important to have an idea and kind of have traffic separation through a departure. Gives us obstacle clearance, and as well if a ATC is online, we can go ahead and be better sequenced with them. Okay. So we'll do that, and I'll show you that on the G1000 here in a second. So after that, once we hit the CAMX transition, it's pretty much a direct shot to Nassau. And only 38 miles, so we'll see what the cruising speed is, but it shouldn't be too long. Let's take a look at what Nassau is doing with the winds. Now we got to keep in mind, right now is a good VFR day to fly over to the Bahamas. Um, a lot of these airports don't have instrument approaches, so if we're gonna fly over there, we have to make sure that we can see the ground. And from what it looks like, Nassau is looking pretty good. Let's check out what. Right now, every other airport's looking pretty decent too over the Bahamas. Usually around this time is when they have the afternoon thunderstorms, but right now it's looking pretty decent. Over in Nassau, winds are from the east again, 9 knots. And direction is variable from 040 to 120. Alright. Some showers in the vicinity, but visibility is good. Temperature is 28, 29 or 9 or 6. And the showers are coming in from the northwest to the north. So kind of our direction, where we're coming from. So if we see any thunderstorms en route, we got to make sure we see and avoid. Alright. So yeah, we'll pick runway 10. And we'll get out. We'll go ahead and do our port of entry, whatever we have to present over there. We have our passports. We have our international flight plan, which we'll follow here in a second. And then some other things we have to do with customs and borders that I don't have it on the top of my head at the moment. There is some instrument approaches over there. We have the RNAV, we have the VUR. We'll go ahead and just select the RNAV, runway 10 approach, RELV transition. At least it gives us some guidance into the airport in case conditions do worsen. I don't anticipate that happening, however. Good. So, I want to... Right now, we are on VATSIM. There's no one online. I'm not going to file a flight plan. Actually, that's bad practice. Yeah, we're going to simulate like we filed a flight plan. So, we're okay. Good. If we need to, we'll go ahead and do that. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Alright. I do have a checklist for the caravan here. Let me try to find it. Okay. 208 checklist. Alright. Pre-flight is been completed. Parking brake is on. Alright, switches all in the off position. No, that's okay, that's off. And we'll set the ignition switch to normal, which is already is in normal. Okay, I think we have to be more up here, yeah. That's in norm. And fuel tank selectors are going to be on. And prop lever set to max. Fuel condition lever set to cutoff. Fuel shut-off knob is pushed in, check. Battery switch set to on. Oops, okay. And wing flaps are up, set. And seatbelt signs are good. We don't need seatbelt signs as we're not taking any passengers. But where are they? They are over here. I can't even turn them on anyways. Alright. Engine start. Battery switch is on. Beacon light can come on. Beacon, turn on the nav light. And avionics switch set to avionics 1 is set on. Check the engine information systems here. Oil temperatures in the green. And we'll go ahead and get fuel because I forgot to go ahead and do that. Good. This thing cruises around 170 on the ground speed or true airspeed. So I'm gonna plan for 160, and that first leg over to Nassau probably take us. Let's see here. How much of a distance is that? I love it. It doesn't show me. I like ForeFlight because you can just put your 2 fingers there and it'll tell you the distance. 162 nautical miles. So let's see here. For 162, we're gonna 162 at a ground speed of 160, for example. It'd be around an hour and 45 seconds. And then fuel, we'll burn about 432 pounds per hour. Need about 437. We got plenty of fuel on board. And our instruments are in the green. Bus volts, we at 24. Let's double check. Here, 24 is the minimum. We're good on that. Propeller area is somewhat clear. And fuel boost switch set to on. Boom. Fuel boost switch set to on. And we should see fuel boost on the crew alert system, which I don't know if that's simulator or not. And fuel flow should be at 0. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Fuel flow set at 0. Starter switch set to start. Ignition, oil pressure should be checked, and NG should be rising up. 12% is the minimum. Good. Fuel condition set to low idle. And pounds per hour check should be within 90 to 140. And we're looking pretty good on that. ITT should be coming up, and NG should be at 52%. Alright, good. That's the minimum. Starter switch set to off. And engine and instruments are all in the green, looking good. Generators, and we'll check the load on that. 35 on the alternator too. Fuel boost switch set to on. Checked. And avionics 2 switch can come on. Nav lights are on. Check. Engine start checklist is completed. Next item will be the before takeoff checklist. So let's go ahead and set up our avionics here. We're coming out of K, OPF, K, O, PF. KOPF, we're going to take off runway 9 left, enter, and we're going to go ahead and select the departure. Select departure, Kiesel 3, 9 left, CAMX, and we're going to go ahead and load that up. And then from there, it's just pretty much direct to M, Y, and N. Runway 10. And let's take a look at the weather over there. So it's the same. Good. I'm going to just go ahead and select the approach here anyways. So we'll select the RNAV 10, RELV, and minimums. We'll go ahead and brief it up later, but we can go ahead and just take a look at our minimums. 360 for the LNAV. I'm not going to do VNAV because this doesn't, I'm not assuming this has VNAV on it, so it's 360. Good. Looks good. Flight plan looks good. And then, good. So we briefed up our departure. We know what we're gonna do. We're gonna climb out. Runway 9 left. It's standard. Minimum climb of 500 feet per nautical mile to 1,000. I assume we have that. Is that whoa. I wonder if that's FATSIM. Nope. That is AI traffic. And we're not gonna put an alternate down. We should be fine. Alright. I mean, we could check. It's gonna take us an hour here. We're gonna depart here in the next 20 minutes or so. So at 4:20, let's do this right. See if we're legal. Try to make this as legal as possible. Right now it's 2100 Zulu. 1 hour before, 1 hour after. Ceiling is at 2,000. 3 statute miles. Yeah, we're looking good. So yeah, we don't need an alternate. And it has an instrument approach. So we're good. We're not going to plan that for an alternate. Alright. So flight plan looks good. I can't really check the systems for WAS or anything like that. So we'll continue on. Altimeter 29er.
2141 Miami approach. Good evening, sir. Radar contact 5 South
Miami approach is online.
3000. And
I'm going to have to submit a flight plan.
Approach, I assume. Actually, no, I'm going to go to your right. We're rather be on that. Yeah, let's throw you over on 9. American 2141 plan, the ILS 8, right? Or correction, ILS 9er. Alright, then right to 3000. And that's the ILS.
Yeah, we're going to have to submit a flight plan. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. I mean, I am lucky that Miami approach is online. That's pretty sweet.
Miami approach.
Now, am I going to file VFR or IFR?
American 501. Miami approach. Good evening, sir. Wind 09013. RNAV John by runway 8 right. Clear for takeoff.
697 Bravo Alpha. It is our flight number. 679 Bravo Alpha. Remember 679 Bravo Alpha. We're going from OPF to MYNN, and we're gonna depart here in the next. I think we're pretty much ready to go, so we can go ahead and select that. C208. I don't have it. Okay. Now we're in 30 minutes, it says. That's probably without. It's probably without winds that I calculated it with.
Miami approach. Good day. EasyJet
19 kilo. Hello, sir. You can I'm out of my airspace now. Miami Center is offline. You can monitor Unicom.
We'll file IFR. And we'll file. Let's just do 7,000. QSL 3. I want CAMX transition, dude. What is this? I guess we could do. I want to do CAMX.
Circuit 2141 traffic at your 11 o'clock, 5 miles. Type unknown, altitude unknown. Looks like he doesn't have his transponder on, but 5 miles. Might be at 2,000 there, but just be out and look for him. I'm not talking to him. 2,000, yeah. Piper November 214, sorry to see, come on. I'm sorry, that was blocked. American 2141, turn right heading 360.
Just go ahead and import it. Might as well. I guess Ray J would work just fine, but I'm gonna keep it the way I had it planned.
Miami departure, American 501. It's climbing out of 1.5 up to 5,000.
American 501, Miami departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
Okay.
Climb and maintain 16,000, American 501.
American 2141, you're 5 miles from grid, turn right heading
Let me write
060,
that
maintain
down.
3,000,
Linden,
established on the local altitude, cleared ILS runway 9 approach.
Pingling International. And then let's take a look at the altitude. It is here, signed by ATC, and left at about 5,000. Alright. Miami approach, November 679, Bravo Alpha is at Opaloka. We'd like to pick up our IFR clearance over to Linden Pingling International.
Number 679 Bravo Alpha. I got a flight plan on file for you going to Nassau. Going to refile for that airport. I can get you a clearance.
Is that Mike Yankee November, correct?
Hey, firm.
Yeah, that's where we want to go.
Okay, 9 Bravo Alpha, standby. Clearance on request.
Roger.
American 2141, wind 07014, runway 9er, clear to land.
Departure, good evening, American 1293. Do you have information, Tango? I'm going to pick up my percentage St. Croix.
American 1293, Miami departure. Good evening, sir. Expect PDC.
PDC, thanks. Appreciate it.
Number 9 Bravo Alpha, cleared to the Nassau International Airport via the Hustle 3 departure, CAMX transition. As filed. On departure, maintain 3,000, expect 7,000, 10 minutes after. Departure is this frequency, squawk 4235.
Roger, clear to Nassau International via the Husel 3 departure, CAMX transition, then as filed. We'll climb at 3,000, then expect 7,000 10 minutes after departure. Frequency is this frequency and squawk 423579 Bravo Alpha.
Over 9er Bravo Alpha, readback is correct. Expect 9er left, call for taxi.
Roger, we'll expect 9 left and we'll call back in a second. Okay. So we have our clearance. So let's go ahead and verify that. We got the USIL 3 and we got the CAMX transition. We'll go ahead and select 3,000 on the altitude bug. $3,000 and we'll expect that 7,000 afterwards. Squawk is 4235. It looks good there. So we got that, we're good with that. And then 3,000, okay, that's good, that's good. Good. Alright, I'm ready to taxi. And 79 Bravo Alpha is ready to taxi.
9er Bravo Alpha, runway 9er left, taxi via November, altimeter 29er 9er 8.
9 left via November, and we have the altimeter for 79 Bravo Alpha. Alright, 9 left via November. So we'll pretty much we'll turn left here and we'll exit the ramp and turn left onto November there. Okay. We could ideally go that way, yeah. Let's go ahead and turn left.
American 501, Miami Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change to advisory is approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved, American 501. Have a good day.
Chop some people's heads off there. Clear on the right there. Clear on the left.
JetBlue 1693, Miami departure, runway 10 right, taxi via Tango 6, Quebec, Juliet. American 2141, welcome to Miami, left on uniform, taxi to the ramp via uniform, Papa, Whiskey, November, cross runway 12 at uniform. Now, I guess there's no real objective with this flight other than just kind of explore the Bahamas. I'd like to fly to Gatgate, but it's on the way. However, like again, we have to clear customs, port of entry, before we can fly around the Bahamas. So. ILS critical area here. And we're coming up to November 1. Alright, we got parking brake set, altimeter set
29 or 9 or 8.
Weird.
Oh. Okay. If you don't like it,
No me gustan así.
I don't mind it. It looks nice. Oh. Okay, just do it. No, no. Altimeter set. Set 1. 29 or 9 or 8. And set on the other one. Good. Fuel boost switch set to norm. Set. And I forgot to check the standby. 29 or 9 or 8 is set within 75 feet of the fuel elevation. Right. Fuel tank selectors are on. Fuel quantity is. Oops. Give us a couple of minutes here and we'll be ready.
Pressure just about.
Fuel quantity is good. And fuel shutoff valve is on. And standby battery is set to on. Manual electric trim is set. Ice protection is not needed at the moment. We are above 5 degrees Celsius. Avionics are set. We'll go ahead and put altitude reporting. And strobe light can come on. Boom. Turn on the landing recognition lights can come on. Gas message set. Set to takeoff. Cabin heat is good.
For 1693, RNAV Marley, runway 10 right, clear for takeoff.
And then this set to high idle. Normal takeoff will do flaps takeoff set. Power is going to be set for takeoff, full throttle pretty much. We'll rotate around 70 75 knots. Airspeed will be around 85. And wing flaps will retract once we get positive rate of climb. We have 8,000 feet of runway. And in case of a failure prior to rotation, we'll board takeoff. If we don't rotate around 2,000 feet, then something's an issue. We'll abort the takeoff from there. 2,000 feet, we can probably decipher that as taxiway Foxtrot. Let's do taxiway hotel. Actually, taxiway hotel. If something's going on and we're not climbing up on the airspeed, we'll abort takeoff by hotel. All right. And 79 Bravo Alpha is ready.
9 Bravo Alpha, winds double lock is 070 at 14, runway 9 or left, clear for takeoff.
9 left, clear for takeoff. 79 Bravo Alpha. Keep forgetting my call sign. Clear on the approach path. We're gonna have to set the time back a little bit. Actually, we'll see.
.1693 radar contact altitude.
Right.
1,300.
Set power.
With 1693, thanks, from maintain 16,000.
Up to 16,000.
Airspeed's alive. P's and T's are in the green. Oh, that was weird. Lower the ITT there. Positive rated climb. Flaps can come up. Okay, 85 knots here.
Ready for taxi.
Trim is very aggressively down right now.
Target 1293, runway 8 right, taxi via Mike.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Mike, American 1293.
Target 20 and 186, there you are, Miami, approach ident. Niner Bravo Alpha, radar contact, proceed direct. Niner Bravo Alpha, you can fly present heading for now, climb and maintain 7,000 miles on course road.
Roger, fly present heading and climb 7,000, 79 Bravo Alpha. Alright. Let's go ahead and set the flight director on. Heading mode. And autopilot on.
Target 2141, you go into the alley there?
Flight level change, up.
Yeah, American 2141, hold short of November 13. Yeah, you're good right there. American 1293, exit at November 13.
I would like that on November 13th, that's the company 1293.
Thanks. American 2141, behind the company, you can proceed into the right there. Niner Bravo Alpha, clear direct to Houston.
Clear direct to Houston, 79 Bravo Alpha.
Target 504, Miami departure. Good evening. Runway 8 right.
Heading
Thanks to be with
set.
you,
We'll go ahead and select nav, follow GPS.
Target 2186, radar contact 5 east of Frogs. And descend to meet the Frogs for arrival. Like the ILS runway 9er, 702, 9er, 9er 7.
Inspector 997, expect that, that's 9er.
Target 2186, cross Frogs at 4000, at Frogs to clear the ILS runway 9 approach.
Cross, Frogs at 4000, get ILS approach from Frogs, American 2186.
I'm approach, good evening, experience in 1155 at 100,000 feet, descending via the ticket we arrived.
Growing 1155, Miami approach, radar contact over Binti. Expect the ILS 10 left into Lauderdale if you like the right side.
Expecting a runway 10 left for the experience message.
Rear wings 1155 at Holly, clear the ILS 10 left approach.
Repeat for spare wings 1155.
Spare wings 1155, no problem. You're at Holland, Hotel Oscar Lima India Delta. You're clear the ILS 10 left approach into Fort Lauderdale.
At Holly, very clear ILS approach, runway 10 left, spare wings 1155.
Alright, let's run through our checklist. Cruise, let's do cruise climb. Ice protection, we are still good, above 5 degrees Celsius. We're going to aim for 100 knots now. We're leveling off of 7,000 now, so we'll go continue climbing, or continue our airspeed up. And prop lever set to 1600, 1900 RPM.
1471 Miami approach, good evening, sir. IDA.
Set that to that. Prop lever set to 16. Just try to keep the speed up, so we'll aim for around 19. That should be good.
Level 1471 radar contact 20 miles north of the Fort Lauderdale Airport. Again, approach request into Fort Lauderdale.
Alright, that should be good. And power lever is set. Good. Cruise. Ice protection, we are still good, 14 degrees. Prop lever is set, power is set, fuel balance is also balanced out. Let's see, so much we can reduce engine life. We're below 740, so we're good.
Miami offline, radar service terminated, improvements changed to advisories approved today.
Okay, we're looking good. Check our ground speed. 151, so we're a little lower than expected. Probably because of the headwind. Let's go ahead and just cancel IFR. And 79 Bravo Alpha, we'd like to cancel IFR, please.
For 679er Bravo Alpha, Roger, would you like flight following?
If you have the availability, yes, we'd like flight following.
Number 9er Bravo Alpha, Roger. IFR cancellation is received. Squawk and maintain VFR.
Squawk and maintain VFR, 79 Bravo Alpha, thanks. I canceled IFR just because we are out of the weather, or out of the clouds, and we're also kind of exiting the airspace, so I think we're okay. We got the traffic separation we needed. We have flight following, so we're good on that still. And we're kind of getting up to our ground speed that we calculated with, 155. Let's make sure we're good on fuel. Of course we will be, but make sure. So we have about... Oh, I can't change the view.
1293, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Hey, right, line up and wait, American 1293.
29.5 plus 61 plus 18 plus 25 plus 5 equals that. Oops. And then 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3 plus 2 is about 149 nautical miles. So let's say 149 at a ground speed of 155, about an hour 57, so 57 minutes. 57 at fuel burn 467 is 448 pounds of fuel we need, and we have almost 2,100 something. So we're good. Of course, we're gonna keep the speed up because I want to get there fast.
Target 1293, RNAV Jamba, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff, wind 07014.
RNAV Jamba, 8 right, clear for takeoff, American 1293.
American 504, radar contact, climb and maintain, correction, climb and maintain 16,000. Level 1471, it's going to maintain 4,000.
That's me. 4,000, that's the 1471.
Irving 1155, wind 080 at 11, runway 10 left, clear lane.
Clear to land runway 10 left, going 1155.
American 1293, radar contact. Climb and maintain 160,000.
160,000, American 1293.
We're down to row up, departing my airspace to the east. Radar services terminated. Approved. Change to advisory. Approved. Stay.
Over to advisory for Niner Bravo Alpha. Have a good day. All right. Actually, you want to go ahead.
so we'll get standard altimeter shortly. And we'll just keep adding power when we can. Brian says hello down there. Where's he at? Oh. Is it like, what is he at? 14,000? Yeah. Got more camouflage right now. My mom and dad are in the back. In that case, I don't have to worry about it. Just figure it out yourself back there. You didn't bring your own coffee? 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get a little warmer in here. It's a little chilly. All right, we're coming up on 10,000. Let's get standard altimeter. All right, standard barrel. We just leave our lights on. 124.4, capture 23. All right, they switched us over to Vienna Center. Vienna, couch 323, 9,000.
November 9887 into Upton, just departed runway 5, turning right crossing and departing to the Naples traffic.
Okay. We're over some sort of island. San Andreas. All right. I wonder.
Runway 14. Arnav approach runway 10 available. Departing runway 14. Runway 10 available upon request. Notices to airmen. Land and hold short operations are in effect. Landing runway 10, expect to hold short runway 14. 7400 feet available. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha. Clinton Pendling International Airport ATIS information Alpha 2100 Zulu. West 080 at 10. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. 2,200 scattered. Temperature 27. Dew point 23. Altimeter 2996. Arrivals expect ILS approach runway 14. Arnav approach runway 10 available. Departing runway 14. Runway 10 available upon request. Notices to airmen. Land and hold short operations are in effect. Landing runway 10, expect to hold short runway 14. 7400 feet available. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
Okay.
Clinton Pendling International
fine with
Airport
that.
ATIS information Alpha 2100 Zulu. West 080 at 10.
There we go. Yeah, we could probably just tune into the tower frequency, just have it ready. And let's go ahead and start descending. We'll go ahead and brief this up here right now. Let's go down to 2000. Alright, or we could switch over to the ILS 14. This really don't matter to me. We have to hold short of 14, which is no problem. We have plenty of runway available. Let's go ahead and bring power in. And run our descent checklist. Alright. Descent, ice is good, above 5, no smoke, altimeter is set to 906, nav source is on GPS, we are good. Before landing, fuel tank selectors on both, fuel conditions on high, prop lever will be on max, radar is on standby, autopilot's disconnected, we're good. We don't have the yaw damper on, oops, no worries. Let's go ahead and increase our descent right here. Let's go with 1,100, should be fine. And then, so that's good. Let's go ahead and brief up our approach. We're just gonna do the RNAV. So we got information alpha. We have the weather there. Final approach score is 98. Moli is gonna be our final approach fix. LNAV minimums 360. Airport elevation 16. Runway 14. Our runway threshold is at 14. Best approach is climb on course is 98 to 500, then climbing right turn to 2000 direct to Atadi. Minimum safe altitude is 1500. Jobib 2000, Moli at 16. LNAV minimum is 360. Again, I don't have visual just yet, so I can't decide to do a visual approach here just yet. So we're about to get into IMC conditions, so we're gonna have to stick with the RNAV 10 for now. Is he still online? Yeah, they're still online. Now, if I get visual of the airfield, then we can go to do the visual runway 14. Right now, I don't see it, so I do see the airfield, or I do see the island, so. And it's about to get nighttime, so I don't think we're going to do another flight after this. I'd like to continue doing a world tour. I've been wanting to do that, so we have to find a good place to start. Looks like Vatsum's already doing like a world tour event. So that's pretty cool, but let's see. Still don't see the airfield. A little too dark. I don't see the tower beacon any either. Whatever, we'll continue with the RNAV. Is there any, no. Trying to see if there's like any cabin lights in here. So I can't see anything. Or, oh, here we go. Yeah, that's what we want. Oh yes, we need to, once we turn inbound on the final approach course, we'll activate Vector's final. That way we're not messing up the approach here. Nope, I see the airfield now. I see runway 10. So we can definitely aim for that. Right, we're turning inbound. Go ahead and do vectors to final. LNAV, and we do have VNAV, but we'll go ahead and just follow the LNAV minimums anyways. We do have a field in sight, so we can continue past our minimums, unless we lose visibility. Then we can, but we're looking good. And then Moli's our final approach fix, and we're gonna go to 1700 Yeah, or 1600 at Molly. And we are established on the course here. We're past Joe Bib, so we can go down to 1600. Right, holding off 1600. And 679 Bravo Alpha is on frequency.
Winds is 080 at 10, runway 10, clear to land, hold short, runway 14.
Runway 10, clear to land, hold short runway 1469, 679 Bravo Alpha. Coming into Molly, we're within 2 nautical miles, so let's go ahead and start configuring. I wish I had a prop lever control. I was leaving it full low pitch. And let's run our landing checklist. Before landing is set, and we'll turn off the autopilot here soon. Normal landing, let's go ahead and select approach mode. Normal landing, and we'll go ahead and do flaps full. Airspeed is 75, 85. Main wheels, good. Alright, start landing. Landing checklist complete. I'll turn off the autopilot, my aircraft. Pilot, yaw dampers are off. I have the field in sight, we are clear to land. Hold short runway 14.
679 Bravo Alpha, safe parking.
We're going to be going to the general aviation ramp for 79 Bravo Alpha. Bit of crosswind. Minimum is 360, but we do have visibility, so we are good. Back on center line here. I feel a crosswind coming, but it's like my wind isn't really telling me there's a crosswind right now. But I feel getting pushed over to the right here. Winds were at 080, so we do have a slight crosswind. Airspeed's looking good. Side picture's looking good. Let's go ahead and climb back. Okay, 2 whites, 2 reds. Tracking center line. Airspeed's looking good still. We get a little bit of bumps as we get some thermals and mechanical turbulence over the trees and stuff. High. Looking good on the airspeed. Okay, a little low. That's fine. Right over the threshold. Bring it in. Down the airfield. Center line, center line. A little rough, that's fine.
And November 679 Bravo Alpha, left turn at Bravo, cross runway 14 to Hotel 6, General Aviation, operate out.
Roger, left turn on Bravo, cross runway 14, then left on Hotel 6 to the General Aviation. Thanks for staying up for me.
Appreciate you flying, my friend.
Ooh. Look at the airliners take off, that's cool. Keep the speed up because we are still on the active. It's always really cool to hear the airliners take off from the GA aircraft. You can like see the difference in their like size and stuff. It's really nice. All right, we got here at night, so we'll go ahead and get over to the customs and look at it staying here for the night, I suppose. Alright, we should have Bravo here up to our left. We'll follow it in. We're clear to cross runway 14. Cross run. Whole short line here. After landing, flaps are up. Ice is good. Standby battery set. And strobe lights can come leave on because we're going to cross runway, and we'll go ahead and set this to low idle. Clear on the left, clear on the right. We'll cross runway 14. I felt like that landing was a little hard. 260. It was on the rougher side, but runway was so dark I couldn't even see it. Well, I wonder, my landing lights should be on. Are they not working? They look like they're not even on. Alright, we are clear of the runway. Go ahead and turn those lights off. Strobe lights are off now. Alright, after landing, flaps are up. Ice protection is off. Standby battery is off. Strobe light is off. Taxi landing lights are set. Taxi landing lights should be on. It's on. And fuel condition lever is set on idle. We should be coming up to Hotel 6 here. it got dark quick. I didn't expect it to get so dark. Looks like there's an airliner coming in. Kind of want to see it land. It's a shame about my landing lights. They should be working just fine. Strobe lights are working, right? It looks like the strobe lights aren't even working either. Huh. Let's get in position here so we can see this aircraft land. Parking brake is on. Shutdown checklist. Parking brake is on. Bleed here. Bleed heat. Let's go ahead and turn on the floodlights so we can see. It is off. Power lever set to idle. Check. ITT is stabilized. We'll leave that running for a couple minutes so they can get a minimum temperature for 1 minute. Looks like an air, yeah, looks like there is an airplane on final there. And then next thing will be propeller set to idle or feather. Feather, fuel condition set to cut off. Alright, lights can come off. Can't see anything, dude. Look like they're off, yes. Is that plane gonna land or not? Fuel boost switch set to off. Set that to off. And avionics 1 and 2 can come off. Battery switch set to off. Fuel tank selector set to off. And we'll go ahead and get out of the airplane. Just go see this airplane land. Run, 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 run. Bam. What airplane is this? This is a unique one. Bahamas Air. Cool. That is our flight to the Bahamas. We'll see you next time.